Greetings, everyone, and welcome. I'm your host, Captain Rye, and it has been a very long time since my last upload of a World of Warships video. In today's video, I'm playing in my favorite Tier 9.5 best destroyer in the game, the famous Fighting Fletcher. As the battle is about to get underway, the map is north. It is a 3-cap domination mode. It is a Tier 9 maximum battle, and there are no carriers in the game, so yay for that.
Battle starts.
Haven't been playing World of Warships a lot lately, so very few of my battles that I have played have been particularly good, focusing on other things in my life, if you are wondering at all. Now, because I've spawned closest to the B cap point, there are 3 destroyers per side. I'm gonna go ahead and head off to the B cap point. Get my pre-battle celebratory horn toots there. Always like to start my games that way. If you ever see me in-game, I'll almost always run short, simple, 2 blasts, pause, 2 blasts, and then just finish out before I let that steam rebuild on the ship's horn. Looking at the map situation down there, the team is pretty well splitting equally between the A cap point and the C cap point. Now, going to the B cap point in my situation, you'll notice I do not have any backup here if you look at that minimap. I do have a cruiser here, that Hipper behind me, but that's it. The battleship that was back behind me as well, he's headed off to the A cap point, and everybody else is either headed down that gap between B and C, or otherwise heading to C. As I push up here, I am a little bit wary. My torpedoes are available, but I am a little bit wary because I have not yet seen where those enemy destroyers are. And of the destroyers out there, there are a couple I simply do not want to run into. Now, I've managed to run into one here. I'm going to pop my smoke screen. He makes the mistake of firing his guns at the Hipper. I'm not entirely sure he realized that I was here. Well, he's certainly going to know now as I've popped my smoke screen and he's getting shot at. Because he was firing at the Hipper can see him still. This gives me line of sight to shoot at, but he's popping his own smoke screen and the Hipper's dropped back behind that island, so no more line of sight there. Now, I did fire off both sets of torpedoes here, but as you'll know, the Fletcher has a fairly fast torpedo reload. And the other thing you'll notice here is, even though I've popped my smoke screen and was firing, I'm not sitting around waiting for that Akazuki to torpedo me in my own smoke screen. So instead what I do, I'm going to back out of my smoke screen here. Now, he's got his smoke screen and he's sitting there. He knows I'm still in this cap. He just doesn't know where in this cap. But pay attention. He's giving away his position by firing into my smokescreen where he thinks I'm probably sitting. Smart destroyer captain will know that you don't want to sit still in your smokescreen because smokescreens are torpedo magnets after all. And speaking of that mantra, my torpedoes are almost ready, and this destroyer is broadcasting his position to me. So I'm actually very close. I'm not where he thinks I am, and if I'm correct, these torpedoes should catch him off guard completely. So I'm just sitting here, I'm waiting. You'll notice I'm not firing back into that smoke screen because I don't want him to see my tracers and realize that, oh shit, I'm not where I thought. And sure enough, as he's backing up, hit him with 1 torpedo, technically 2, just missed the first blood award there as the enemy team takes out our friendly destroyer a little bit prior to that. Did launch the second set off, that was completely worthless. I just wanted to make sure that if he was backing up, I wasn't gonna miss him. And sure enough, managed to hit 2 more torpedoes on him as they pass, of course, completely wasted. Now, though, I am free to cap the B cap point uncontested and unmolested, because much like my team, the enemy team has also split very equally between the C and A cap points. Now, friendly radar going out there. There is radar in the game, so I do need to be wary of that. And if you look at the minimap, you can see that there's a whole mass cluster of enemy vessels back over there, and that could be a serious threat to me. And being detected through hydro, I think that's going to be the mains, but I also have to worry about the Alaska that's back over there too. Managed to capture the B cap point as my team loses another friendly ship. We lose a cruiser. Pop torpedoes off. They've just come back up down that channel. I'm trying to nail that Kitakaze. Me and that Kitakaze, we're going to get into it here in a little bit. Still being detected by that Hydro, but now I think the Hydro has worn off. It's no more a factor. Gonna fire off torpedoes down the opposite channel because there's a big old Charlie Foxtrot of enemy vessels pushing around that corner. With any luck, I'll be able to connect on both the Kitakaze and anything on the back side there. Now, I'm watching those torpedoes up there at the Kitakaze just to see what happens here. I am going to try and push up and around. We've lost yet another friendly ship, this time a battleship, and the enemy has now started capturing the A cap point. But we are in the process of capturing C, and I'm looking at it, and it does look like we are probably going to be able to do that. Now, I connect 2 torpedoes, not on the Kitakaze, but I did manage to connect 2 torpedoes on that mains there. That's not going to be good for him. My team pulling back the situation just a little bit. We've managed to sink an enemy cruiser.
Fire on the designated target.
I flag the mains there because he is low HP to prioritize target. We lose yet another destroyer. So now I'm it as far as destroyers are on my team. The enemy has now stopped us from capturing C, and instead they are capturing it. My team is still in this game, though, because we do have a cap. We only have 1 cap, but we do have that cap. Friendly Hipper manages to take out the mains. That's going to pull us back a little bit there. Get rid of a very annoying and very nasty enemy vessel. Now, I'm firing again torpedoes off into the smoke screen where I know this Kitakaze is, and I really, really am hoping that our Soviet Soyuz there, friendly battleship, is going to stay alive just a little bit longer and keep those ships occupied and keep that Kitakaze in that smokescreen, because if he had done that, if he had been able to stay alive a little bit longer, these torpedoes would probably hit home. Now I'm working my way up there. That's when the Kitakaze comes out of his smokescreen and spots me. We're very close. I'm going to make a mistake here. I'm going to slam on my brakes and pop my smokescreen. That is not going to work out well for me as the Kitakaze just rips into me. Instead, I should have done what I normally do, which is pop my smokescreen and turn sharp and away. Managed to connect multiple torpedoes on the enemy battleship there, but look at this. I'm being detected by radar. That's the enemy Alaska, and I'm well inside of his range. And I have nowhere to go. I can push towards the Alaska, knowing his radar is going to last so long and it's finally off there, or I could turn the other direction and run, but as you can see, not having those islands between me and the Kitakaze and the battleships and the Bismarck, that was a very big mistake. I lost a lot of health I did not need to lose. Did, however, manage to sink the enemy Izumo with a devastating strike because of flooding. Yay, that. But now as I come around this island, you'll notice that I am in detection range. So I'm going to go ahead and start firing. This Alaska is dealing with a couple of problems. First and foremost, he's dealing with our friendly Hipper. The Hipper's bow on. Hipper's got decent armor there. I'm going to stop, keep this island between me and the Kitakaze, although I am being detected. I can get a little too far forward there. So I'm still remaining detected, and I'm trying to do the shake and waggle there to throw the Kitakaze's aim off. It is not working for me. His guns are just as accurate as mine. So, gonna sneak around this island. Can I avoid getting hit again? I do. Not a lot of health left. Overextended myself and got myself nearly ripped apart by that enemy Kitakaze. And of course, everybody else shooting at me at this point. My team is now solidly in the lead. What's happened here as this situation has unfolded, of course, we've managed to pull those scores back. We've managed to sink those enemy destroyers. Pretty much all of the ships that had gone to the C cap point are now dead enemies. This means my team is in the lead because we held that 1 cap for so long by comparison. The enemy team does have the A cap point, but we could, if we wanted to, capture the C cap point. Both teams are fairly equal on this situation, as we both have 1 destroyer, although I am a bit sneakier than that Kitakaze. We still have 2 cruisers on each team, although one of our cruisers has turned pink, and the enemy team still has a battleship, in this case the Bismarck. My team has 2 battleships. I could have, and I've seen other players do this, get a little bit overconfident and cocky in this situation, and they've gone and attempted to hunt down and spot the remaining enemy destroyer in their destroyer in order to help their cruisers and battleships out. I do not have the health to do this. So instead, I'm going to bugger on out. I'm going to go post up next to or near this friendly battleship here, the Palm in there, so that I can use his secondary batteries as a potential extra friendly fire when and if I end up dealing with that enemy Kaze. And there he is. He's capturing the BCAP point, so he's well known. But you'll also notice that he's capturing it. He's firing too, so he's detected through and through. Managed to ground myself on the island there on that rock, looking to get torpedoes away at that Bismarck. Now, I'm firing from behind my friendly battleship, but you'll notice he is stopping. So these torpedoes are gonna go right past him. It's a good thing he stopped as well because, of course, enemy Kitakaze torpedoes passing by in front of him. Because he stopped, wasn't worried about him turning into them, wasn't worried about him backing up into them, we managed to lose a friendly ship there. Our Hipper goes down to the Jean Bart. But we still have friendly cruiser back over there. Enemy Jean Bart, enemy battleship, and, of course, the Kitakaze. Now, that Bismarck, he's not got a lot of health. Just a little bit of a kill steal on my end, but still a kill on my end. Torpedo hits. This does mean that the friendly battleship back over here, he can just focus all of his fire on that Kitakaze. Now, the Kitakaze has popped his smoke screen. He's going to drop off detectability. I did notice, though, he has lost a lot of his health. And while I don't necessarily think I could take him in a straight one-on-one gunfight, so long as that friendly battleship is back there and has his secondaries trained on him, I probably can get close enough to spot him, proximity-wise, in the smokescreen, and we can go to town on him. Unfortunately, paying attention to the minimap, you can see there, friendly battleship's gone back behind that island. But hey, just like the Akazuki at the beginning of the battle, smokescreens are torpedo magnets, and if you sit in your smokescreen and you continue firing from your smokescreen, eventually, I'm going to land a torpedo hit on you, which is what I did here. Now, I'm going to type this into all chat, and from this point, that Kitakaze is going to get kind of salty about the fact that me, in my Fletcher, doing Fletcher things, managed to sink 2 of the enemy destroyers while they were sitting in their smokescreen. Oh well. But, on the flip side, it's just a game after all, and of course, I also didn't realize that he was getting salty at me about this situation.
Engine boost deactivated.
Looking at the situation, speaking of which, at this point, my team is now positively in the lead. Our friendly cruiser, by the way, took out that Jean Bart by ramming, which he didn't need to do considering he landed torpedoes on him, but that's neither here nor there. My team is currently in the lead. Yes, I could run back and grab the C cap point. There's no reason not to. At the same time, there's still plenty of time left in this match, so long as our 2 remaining battleships don't die to a cruiser with smaller guns, it should be okay. And again, provided I don't get too close and within detection range or do something additionally stupid and start firing my guns, allowing myself to be detected, I should be fine as well. At this point, I simply do not have the health. He could probably one-shot me. Now, that cruiser is being fairly smart here. While he is firing, you'll notice that he's moving himself and putting that large island between him and my battleships. So they're not going to be able to shoot him. He's still got a good chunk of his health left here. This also does mean that the battleships can't shoot him. But you know he's got to know he's detected. He's got to know he's detected. And if he doesn't have the priority target, that can only mean that he's being spotted by the remaining destroyer. So he is playing it interestingly. He is maneuvering just a little bit, but I've got both sets of torpedoes out here. Nice big spread coming out there, and of course, friendly battleship just wails into him there. Nice big hit there. I'm hoping, because I'm on 4 kills, that I can grab that Kraken Unleashed and snake this kill here. Can I do it? Come on. Oh, he's seen the torpedoes last second, too late. 5 kills. Kraken Unleashed. 1,000,000 credits earned. That's all down to all of the flags I've got on the ship. 21,000 XP and 17,000 free XP. Again, all down to the flags I have on my ship. Overall, though, 5 kills, 9 torpedo hits, 6 flooding, only 1 capture and 1 defender ribbon. Still, despite my mistakes, a very, very good game for me. Top of the team for XP earned at 2200 base XP. The next nearest guy on the team at 1400 there, the Richelieu. The Kitakaze on the enemy team definitely deserved to be a little bit salty about his team managing to thoroughly lose that, especially not managing to kill me. So he ends up top of his team with 1100 base XP. Anyway, that's it for today's video, and it'll probably be a while again before I see y'all. So, hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave a comment down below, maybe like the video. And as always, I'll see you out in-game, or next time when I upload another video. This is Captain Rye, signing off.